Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here. Ew, that was weird. I just felt that breed like move down my back. Sorry. It's Michelle here of Soul Magical Michelle, and I'm super glad you're here. If you are new here, then welcome. Remember to hook that subscribe button. All of you, hit the like button and leave some yarn in the comments. This is a creative expression video, which is kind of like a conglomeration video, kind of a podcast style. We talk about things I'm working on, finished objects, acquisitions if I have any, life updates, and whatever else I feel like talking about. There are chapter links in case you feel like skipping, and if I have any patterns links, they are linked. Millie is linked down below, as is the blanket on the back of the wall. They're always linked down below. My little gnome friend, you can barely see here in the corner. I made him up so he does not have a pattern. Okay. Anyway, so before I talk about anything else, I do want to talk about my friend Mary. I got a GoFundMe request from her, and I was like, is this legit? And she said it was. She has had some pipes break and causing quite a disaster in her house. She went through similar last year, cost her a lot of money last year. It's costing a lot more this year. And she just replaced a car. She lost her dog last summer. Like, it's been a hard year for her. She's been really sick. She's lost her Crojo. Like, seriously. Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to share, and the first link you'll find down below is going to be her GoFundMe. If you are able to share $5, $10, $100, whatever, we would greatly appreciate it. She would be very, very blessed by this. I did do a little research into what happens, and she gets the money minus a fee. Whereas I know some kinds of funding things you have to reach a full goal and you get it, but from what I understand, they kind of go directly to her, so that is nice. I do know there's a processing fee, and there is an option to give a tip, which will cover things. I was really curious about the whole process, so I was like, how does this work? I don't even know. So yeah, I just wanted to invite you guys to help a fellow crafter who's been having a really hard year. Now let's move on to my finished object, and then we're going to do acquisitions. So my finished object is this hat. I did it for my tithing hat. I did submit it, as well as I'll put the picture of the cat clothes up here, that I made for Valentine's Day. I submitted them for the Butterfly of the Month. So that's fun. I did not get my other project that was with this yarn done yet. It's still a work in progress. I will be talking about that later on in the video. So yes, another tithing hat done, which means I have 3 collected right now to give. I'm not sure if I'm going to be giving them now or wait. I think it will snow again, so it might be a good idea, and I think it might still get pretty cold. It's so hard when we're having like a warm spell to know, does it get cold enough that they appreciate the hats still? Or should I save them for next fall? So I'm going to talk to the lady that donates them, and I might take these over right away or collect them for next fall. We'll see. But it is made, and it is to give away, and I'm excited for that. The next thing we're going to talk about is acquisitions. I've got a package, and I came home the other day and there was a box, and I was like, why is there an Amazon box on my porch? That's weird. It has my name on it. That's weird. What's going on? So I opened it, and just from the outside of the box, I knew what it was. So I opened it all the way, Have not tried it yet. It is a gift from a subscriber. So she heard me talk about how I don't have a yarn swift and I would like to get one. So I can make socks from the kinks. So yeah, I know there's this piece here that you hook it to a table, and this you loosen, and then these can come down. I can do this like this, and you can tighten it so you change how far out it is, that kind of thing. So I'm excited to try this, and I have a big thank you. Let me put this over here. So that's exciting. My daughter was doing pretty good at doing the standing thing, but this will be much easier, and it's something that I can use ongoing, even if my kids all move out. And then this, I have not seen it, but I do know it is yarn because the same person told me the yarn was coming. I'm pretty sure this is the same yarn. I know it's from Mary Maxim from the outside of the package. Oh, that's cute. Okay, what do we got here? We got papers. Sesame Street One Hat Wonder yarn. And a free knitting pattern. Oh, cute. It says, oh, okay, sorry. It says it's a free knitting pattern from Lion Brown Sesame Street One Hat Wonder. Dear customer, the pattern shows Big Bird and Cookie Monster, but any character may be used for either the knit or crochet patterns. So here is a picture of Big Bird on there. Somewhere in here, I'm assuming. This is a knit pattern. Okay, and then here is a crochet pattern from Cookie Monster. Okay, and in here, why I got excited is it's the count. There are 2 in here, and these are really fun colors. I'm pretty sure that this is, oh, it's 100% polyester. The yarn is and stuff. So I was like, I knew it was some kind of plastic. But, so you've got the count, and look at those colors, purple and green and black and white. I like it. That's fun. And the count is one of my favorite. Now I do have, she said that she bought these to do for the homeless. So I'm gonna check. I know there's some women. I'm gonna check with my friend about children to know whether or not to give them to her to send them, or there is another way I can get them to children that are homeless, because I do know of a center close by that does for the homeless as well. So I'll have to check with my friend to see if there's any children over where she gives out food and helps with them, to know. I know she's given them to women, but I don't know about children. But I will check with that, because this will be very fun. So, oh, I'm excited about that. They are so cute. I'll have to, since I've got one for each, I will have to make a crochet one and a knit one. Let's see. Works in progress. We'll talk about the mosaic. Actually, I might insert a little video here if I can figure out how to get it from where I sent it to my friend. So I have a problem. This is how it's supposed to look. This is how it's supposed to look before I come across with my next row. Whoa, do you see the difference? No line, line, no line. which means I have to undo the gray and the yellow back to here in order to fix it. Oh, isn't that exciting? And it's all of that. Oh, yay. Background noise. My daughter is making dinner and she's using the blender. Yeah, we're just gonna move forward. Sorry guys. Sorry about the background noise. So anyway, I was getting ready to do my row for today and came across a mistake and had to undo a couple of rows back to the point. One thing that is nice about mosaic crochet is that you start at one end, you crochet all the way across, and then you come back and you start at this end and crochet all across. And so it wasn't like I had to undo this and then undo this and then undo to here. I just had to undo both of them to the middle of the blanket. And then I had the gray one hanging out and the yellow one hanging out. So I recrocheted the yellow, then recrocheted the gray, and then finished up with the yellow. Which meant instead of doing 2 rows today, I did 1 complete row and fixed half of 2 rows. So it was the equivalent of crocheting 2 rows. A little frustrating, but it's fixed, it's resolved, and I'm making progress. Hopefully very soon I will be able to show you the finished yellow section. I looked and I've got 11 rows left for this color. So I don't know if I'll get it done this week. Probably not, but you never know. I may get a crochet bug and finish it out, but it probably will be in a couple weeks. But I'm excited. It's making progress. So that is that. Let me show you. Technically, this is a finished object, but I'm not counting it as a finished object until I block it, guys. I might go in and add stuff to it after it's blocked because I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but I think that's the like bright side, if you will. So I need to block it and see how big it will actually be as a shawl, and whether or not I'm going to attach yarn and redo it, or maybe even undo my bind off. We'll see. But I'm going to block it and then see if I'm doing more, because to me that distance, like, I mean, I guess it does kind of go to my wingspan, but also it's just kind of an interesting little way of a triangle. And I think when you block it, it can go a little closer to straight across there. But does it keep going? I don't know. I'm excited to block it, but I haven't taken time to do it yet. So that's why I haven't counted it as a finished object. I brought this because I bought me something. So here is my thing, and I was complaining about the wooden needles, but more importantly, the plastic between them. So I did buy these are ChiaoGoo. I like ChiaoGoo, but I haven't tried like some of the other brands because I like ChiaoGoo. I trusted the people that recommended them and haven't tried anything else yet. I've looked at them, but the prices are about the same, so we'll see. Anyway, so I have done a few rounds where I switched from this to this. You can't even, like, I have no clue where I switched, like how long ago I switched, because I got the same size. So, and the nice thing is it's a little bit longer, so it's not quite as tight to do the sleeves, but I work a sleeve around and then a sleeve around, because this is my halfway, which is where I do my increases. So I know how it's working and how they're set up on my thing, but somebody else would come in and be a little confused, I think. Anyway, I'm excited. They are making some progress, getting down past the elbow. So I will probably, I'll try it on again after I get my next after I do my next increase. I will see how close I am to where I want to do my change down here at the bottom. This came from Hat Pattern. I do link both the pattern to the free cardigan and to the color work that I did. The thing I don't like about my sweater, but I will tolerate it and probably will begin to not notice it, is there's this line in the stitching there. It's because of how I did the color work. I did what's called a ladder back, but because of the yarn I was using, I was having to do these every couple of stitches, and things just were either too loose or too tight somewhere. So, but anyway, no floats, so that's good. Anyway, yep, that's it for that one. What else do I have here? I did cast on socks. I've got 2 of my hanks are wound with my daughter doing the hand thing. I don't know if I'll get a chance to do that tonight, because I have to leave as soon as I get done recording this to get one of my sons from work. So I don't know if I will get anything wound tonight, but I do have 2 done, and I did start on a pair of socks. But I do want to get 2 pairs of socks going, because this pair of socks, he wants basically knee highs to wearing his cowboy boots, which means they're going to take a lot longer. So I figure if I work on 2 pairs of socks, when I'll finish the shorties real quick, and might give me a little oomph to keep going. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I've got the toes done, and this is the alpaca yarn that I've been using from Knit Picks, which is 70% superwash alpaca and 30% nylon. So I'm excited about it. It is really fun to use a very different kind of yarn. I'm enjoying it. And his will stay this color. We might end up dyeing my other son's a different color later. We'll see. And for sure, we're going to practice dyeing the girls' yarn when we get ready to do girls' yarn. But for now, that's where I'm at with socks. Happy day. I have a commission project happening right now. I am making cow bookmarks. So it has little back loop only stitches, so it leaves this front loop to attach stuff to. It's going to be one of those Highland cows, and I appreciate that I got the pattern. I'm glad that I did not pay for the pattern. Or did I pay for the pattern? I can't remember. I don't think I did. I think it was free. It's an okay pattern, but it definitely left me I was a little confused in sections, and things weren't working out exactly how I wanted, so I had to do some adjusting and things like that. Maybe I screwed it up by adjusting. I don't know. But it gave me some ideas, because I want to come up with a knitted version to make and send out, because knitting will be a little easier on my hands than crocheting all of these. But I'm sending them to my friend for her to sell in her boutique. And so we've started with cows, and for sure I'm working on them on Saturdays. Right now it's looking like Saturdays is sell day and Sundays is tithing day, just to kind of keep me on track. But anyway, so hopefully I will have a cow. I might work on this tonight though, just to keep it moving forward so I can finish it and then start working on coming up with the knitting pattern. Sorry, mouth. And this is, I love this cotton that you get from Hobby Lobby. That's what I'm using, is 100% cotton. Wanted something soft and something that was a little more natural for my hands to be working with. I'm okay with acrylic. I just would like to spend more time working with cotton. But making acrylic stuffies and things, that's okay. I don't like wearing acrylic very well. That's just that. Let's talk about make-along kind of things. I would have liked to have made separate videos for some of this stuff, but life is being life, and right now that is not an option. So things we're making Thursday. I'm a little frustrated with myself because I haven't gotten very far on it, but I wanted to talk to you, kind of tell you what the pattern is so that you can do it if you want to. This month is Design a Scarf. So I found a really fun thing. I am doing a corner to corner, but I also found how to do puff stitches in corner to corner because I was like, I want something different than just corner to corner. So it's every other row. So you start with your first one, you do a regular double crochet corner to corner. And then for your second row, you do puff stitches. And I will link the video on how to do the puff stitches. Then your third row, you do the double crochet corner to corner row. Then you do a puff stitch row and a corner to corner in regular. So every odd row is the regular ones, 1, 3, 5, 7, and every even row, 2, 4, 6 is puff. What I wanted to tell you is if you're like, that's really cute, that's really fun, I will tell you, I think that it's easier when you're getting to the point where you have to move up the one side to make this longer part. It is easier if you have odd number of rows across here. So I have 7. If you wanted it wider, you could do 9, 11, 13, 21, 25, whatever. I don't care. But I find it easier if you have an odd number of rows so that when you're moving up to the next row, you're not trying to move up with the puff stitches, you're moving up with your double crochets. And then it's like moving up with regular stitches. So that's just my opinion and what I've found. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna make this like at least twice as long as this, which I might just make it a full 60 inches. I don't know. We'll see when I get there. And then I'll finish off the rectangle. And I haven't decided if I'm going to put any kind of border along it or just leave it as is. But I am going to wait on the red hat for sure so that I can send them together. Even though I could make another red hat, which I might do. I don't know. I might make crochet a red hat with puff stitches so that there's a puff stitch hat for somebody to wear. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, that is what I have designed. And what is next month's? Do I even know? Let's go look. I have to go into my Notions dashboard thing. I have made a specific place to keep track of some of this stuff. Things we're making Thursday, March. Design a coaster or a mug rug. There you go. A coaster or a mug rug. That actually could be really fun for me as I am making stuff for my friend's boutique. It would be really fun to make a bunch of coasters for her to sell. That could be fun. So I got that going on. And if you have anything and you want to share it with me, be sure to share it with me and I will definitely keep you posted on stuff. I just had my brain, I just got tired like instantly. So in case you missed it, I'm going to link the video up here and down below that I did. Lori, the armchair chef, and I are doing a collaboration make-along kind of thing. And it's for March Crafting Madness. But we're making it early because it's for Pi Day. We want you guys to be able to finish whatever you're doing by Pi Day, which is March 14th, 3.14. 159? 2? I don't know. Anyway, I started working on mine, guys. I made the crust to a pie hat. I didn't use these, but I've moved them over to this to hold while I work on the pie top, because I didn't know how I'm going to hook them because I'm making this up as I go. I left this on here. I may end up binding it off and then crocheting the two pieces together. I might knit the two pieces together and then finish something with crest. I haven't figured that out yet, so that's why I've just left it like this. And then I'm working the top. I'm making pumpkin pie hat. I'm knitting it and I'm having to make up my own thing. If I were to do this again, I definitely would take more time to plan out my increases. I do have it to where it started out as a 1x1 ribbing, and at the top it is 1x2, so it's got 1 knit and 2 purl in there, which will look really cool. The yarn does some interesting things that I'm going to have to block it and kind of mess with it to get it to look pretty, but that's okay. But I think if I were to actually put it out as a pattern, I'd actually be much more planned with my increases. I kind of had a plan, but it was pretty loose and didn't create as even of increases across there as I would have liked. So yeah, for the top of the hat, I'm actually following what's called the pie circle. In knitting, there was somebody who realized that she could use pie somehow to build out flat circles, I guess. So you start with 8 stitches. You increase you do 1 plain round after you cast it on. You increase every single stitch. You do 2 plain rounds. You increase every single stitch. You do 4 plain rounds. Increase every single stitch. Do 8 plain rounds. Increase every single stitch. 16 rounds. Increase every. I don't know. 8. We'll see. What that does is gets me to 128, and I have 132 stitches on here. So what I'm going to do is when I get to my full circle size, figure out if I need to decrease or increase anywhere to make them match. But I don't know which one I'm going to do yet because I haven't gotten there. I'm not even sure how wide it's going to end up being when it gets out to 128 stitches. Is that going to be like too big? Maybe when I have to do the 128 stitches, I'll have to like skip 4 of the increases on that row so it's the same size. I don't know. We're playing this by ear, guys. We're designing as we go because that's what I like to do. So there are a lot of pie patterns. You can crochet them, you can knit them. We would love to see your pictures. Submit them to me, submit them to Lori. And yeah, I keep remembering while I'm making the video that I have something to talk to Lori about and then I forget. Lori, if you see this, send me an email to remind me if I haven't already reached out. All right. I think that's it for all of my crocheting and stuff. I feel like I'm in the dark today. I don't know why. I'm not, but I feel like I am. So let's talk life updates. 2 nights ago, in my sleep, I tweaked my knee. I was like, that's annoying. And I woke up and I'm like, oh, I feel okay. Went to the store. By the time I came out of the store, I was in so much pain. And then by yesterday evening, I was using my daughter's cane, which I have here. Yep, I was using her cane because it was that bad and I could barely walk. And then this morning I was using it, and now I can kind of walk, and I use it more to be safe. I put my brace on my knee last night, wore my brace for most of today. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, yeah, that was fun. Not. I think, I don't know. Did I ever tell you guys that my son sprained his wrist? He had gone with our church group to go either skiing or snowboarding. I thought he was going to go skiing. And then he told me he was going snowboarding, and I went, "Huh, what?" Because skiing felt okay. Snowboarding, I was like, that's not a good idea. And he basically didn't even actually get to try snowboarding because he fell so quickly and he sprained his wrist. He is left-handed and he sprained his left wrist. They gave him a brace that did not do anything for his thumb. I finally took him in to our doctor, and he gave him a wrist brace that stops his thumb from moving, and he already feels better. So, because his injury was like right in here, and so he just had the wrong wrist brace. He had the wrong brace. But now he's got both, so when he feels like it's feeling a little more healed, he can switch to the other one as needed and kind of work his way off. So hopefully he'll be fine and we won't have to go back. That's the plan. So he did that. I don't think there's been any other major injuries. Thank goodness. And we're just trying to make it through. I felt compelled to do some work in my room and other places in the house, which is exciting. Working on really getting things figured out and upgraded in my life. Mostly I'm doing well emotionally, but wow, there are days when I just want to crawl back in bed. It's not so much the depression now, it's just like I'm tired. I don't even know how to explain it. I've been working so hard and shifting some energy about my life, choices that I'm making, and how I feel about things. And sometimes it's like, you need to take a break and you need to rest. So mostly I'm doing good. Mostly I'm doing happy. And I expect things to improve. I found somebody else who has a similar fear as me. We have a type of paralysis that sets in, and the more pressure that thing has to do it, the more we freeze. I didn't know anybody else felt like that. So it's been very healing to know I'm not alone. But also it gave us both some things to look at to help each other out of this, so that we can let this huge block in our lives go, so we can move forward in life and actually create the lives we want. And if I can truly figure out how to clear this out, I feel like I could help a lot of people, and that's exciting. So yeah, there we are. Like, seriously guys, I feel like I'm in the dark. Weird. Anyway, that's it for today. I feel like I've been super rambly, so I'm sorry if I have. It has been a great day. I'm excited about all my projects. I'm excited to try out my yarn swift and make some fun tithing hats. And since I just finished this one on Sunday, I'm ready to start one of those this coming Sunday. Yay! Maybe I will be able to show you. It might be done. That would be fun if it's already done for next week. Anyway, remember to let your light shine through your creations, whatever they be, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!